Hello, my name is Nathaniel Hughes, and I have the honour of having helped co-create the School of Intuitive Herbalism, which is a wonderful community of people discovering plants through direct experience and inner process, inner initiation. Today I'm sitting here with a cup of rose tea made from some hydrosol we distilled a few weeks ago, and I'd really like to share a few thoughts about rose. Because you see, rose has been key to our work at the school since we started on this path. And there's good reason for this, since few plants come close to rose when we're looking at the healing of the heart. And I've come to believe that it may be that our deepest wounds lie within the heart, the bruising of the heart, if you like, the places within us that were bruised through lack of love, violation, not being seen, not being allowed to develop. And rose has the potential to gently, really gently and tenderly reveal these lost and hidden aspects of ourselves and offer pathways of healing with the most incredible compassion. Now, when we work with the plants, whenever somebody comes towards the plant, we cannot help but see it, except through the fog of our own conditioned seeing. In other words, we can't help but to project onto the plants. That what we see isn't the plant, we see the meeting of the reality of the plant with our preconceptions, expectations, projections, neural mapping. And there's a process we have to go through to start to drop through these layers of projection into a deeper truth. And this process is a recognizing of the ways in which we are seeing ourselves reflected, the ways in which the plant will show us something of itself, but it will also show us something of ourselves. And the work we do at the school is the journey of travelling both inwards and outwards at the same time, coming to a deeper understanding of both the plant and of ourselves. So I've now had the honour of witnessing hundreds of people have their heart touched by rose. And it's always joyful and painful in equal measure. The ecstasy is matched by the grief, the freedom that's released by the ache of old scars, old wounds in the heart. It can feel like being offered a way out of a cage of our own making, a cage we've unconsciously created through our conditioning, through our forgotten trauma responses, a cage that we might feel safe in, but that cuts us off from life to some degree. And part of the invitation of Rose is to say, it's safe to start to come out of that cage. And once we start to come out, and I see this every day, people have the most incredible experiences of love, of connection, of wonder, of remembering the enchantment of life. And at the same time, an experience of the amount of suffering and pain that is there all around us, of the amount of separation, of the amount of trauma. That the two go hand in hand. And there's a process invited here, which is to choose to walk towards that suffering with courage, with compassionate courage, And as we do, our capacity for love also opens. Our capacity for wonder, for magic, also opens. So these wounds in the heart, they can be dormant for decades, subtly affecting so many aspects of our behaviour without even realising the pain that's conditioned us. And once you start to work with Rose, those patterns, that conditioning, slowly starts to reveal itself, and something else starts to become possible. It offers an invitation into tender relationship with our own hearts, and through this, with our own bodies, and through this, a deeper and connected relationship to the land and to each other. So, I feel incredibly grateful for how instrumental Rose has been in all the work we do at the school.